Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with an update to a cake story. The original story was, am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? And this is an update to it. I hope you guys remember this story. Let's dive in. We'll see where this goes here. Okay, Ro is the groom from the original story. Heads up on that. Comment by Ro on the original post. Hey, Izzy, I'm not surprised you didn't share the whole story. You never do. Just like last year's surprise party for M, Too Long Don't Read, Izzy here spoiled the surprise and tried to claim my present was hers. I'm Ro, the groom-to-be. I don't do Reddit, but my best man does and frequents this thread. He saw this post and it was so obvious it was you. This whole cake thing did happen, but it is not the whole story and did not go the way Izzy claims. First off, cake was not her only complaint. You refused to have a joint bachelorette dinner because I have a poor taste. You said my suit was tacky because I wanted white, not traditional black, and you whined about the bridesmaids' dresses being purple because you wanted ivory. Any decision we've made, there's always a complaint, and M has done nothing but be patient and try to find common ground. She should not have to change her wedding choices for you. Second, we never told you to shove it. M only messaged you privately because she was tired of having to argue in the group chat. Everyone else is tired of your bullshit too, so we don't want to bother them with it. It's a cake. Eat it or don't. You have hated me ever since I joined the friend group, and that's fine, but you will not ruin M's day because of your pettiness. If you care about her, then honor her decisions. Of course M is different, because she grew the f*** up. All of us did, except you. My God, you're 22. Stop acting like a spoiled teenager. Chocolate cake will not kill you. By the way, asshole, I'm 26, not 25. Pay attention. I wasn't angry about this until you decided to go to the internet for pity. It's pathetic and immature. For the record, M double-checked my response. She signed off on it. Get it together. And then we have a response from the original OP. Ooh! Yeah, this was like the gloves came off on this one. The gloves came off. They're just like, all right, you know what? Enough bullshit. Daddy's mad. Okay, here's the response from OP. It's pathetic and immature to anonymously post asking for advice on Reddit, but you coming here starting shit and posting my real name isn't? Okay, Marcus, since we're not hiding anymore, how does it feel to have your shit aired for real? Here's how I know M didn't sign off, because she never would have agreed to use my real name. You're just trying to get me upset at her too. She's my best friend, and I should have known you'd do this. You always try to manipulate us into being mad at each other. Case in point, when I had planned this awesome dinner for just her and I, you had to plan her surprise party for the same day. I just wanted alone time with my best friend, but you couldn't wait one day for the party. M has known me for longer than you, and no offense, I'm sure I know her better than you do, but I've kept my mouth shut because I love her and just wanted to be happy. I don't know if the kept my mouth shut thing there is accurate. I complain about everything, then how come I've never said anything about the hundreds of times you've made M cancel plans with me to go hang out with you? I just wanted my best friend to spend a little time with me. We're not allowed to have sleepovers anymore because it makes you uncomfortable. We'll take a girls trip for the weekend because it's too expensive. Sorry you can't take care of her like I can. Some of us can afford rent. Clearly, this was never about the cake and more so about you hating me. I was fine when you joined the friend group, but you clearly weren't fine with my and M's relationship. You've been the same towards some of her other friends who I'm sure would agree. Get a life, Marcus. Stop trying to take mine. Oh! And then hubby comes back with a response again. Who got the popcorn? Do we have any popcorn here? Okay, here we go. Soon-to-be hubby comes back in and responds to original P. She was fine using your name. You brought this to the internet, not us. If you don't want this attention, don't post. The plan was for you to distract her while we set up the party by taking her to a movie, not going to the movies, then taking her to dinner and telling her about the party. We waited hours expecting y'all to be back. Oh no. I have never once made M cancel. She always did that on her own, and not frequently at all. You've had plenty of alone time with her. Just because she spends time with me too doesn't mean I'm forcing her to. And yes, a trip to multiple countries across Europe is very much too expensive. We already live paycheck to paycheck, which you know. I know money isn't a concern for you, but it very much is for us. Not all of us have apartments paid for by daddy. Nobody else seems to think the same things about me, and if I'm wrong, I will gladly listen and change, but that requires communication directly, not anonymous Reddit posts. You may have known her longer, but you clearly don't know M well. You fail to see how miserable your comments and attitude have made her these past few months. For her sake, knock it off. And OP comes back. Paid by daddy, real mature asshole. You know I work hard like everyone else. It's not my fault my parents make better decisions than yours and can actually keep their kids. And of course, I wasn't just going to take her to the movies on her birthday, ruse or not, it was still her birthday. And she's my friend, and I love her and wanted her to have a decent meal other than the shitty pizza you bought for her. Also, maybe you didn't tell M to cancel, but knowingly asking for plans when we had them is basically the same thing. Before you, she was fine. She had everything she needed. And for all of you in the comments saying I have a crush or want to F M, you're delusional and know nothing about me. We're best friends. I love her. She loves me. It's not my fault. We can have natural chemistry that everyone over the internet can feel, but it's not like that. Marcus, you're an asshole. You've been an asshole since day one. Just admit that you're not the guy who can give her what she needs and move the on and leave us alone. Ooh, leave us alone. Okay. Comments and Groom's response. Commenter. Hey, M, did you really make a fuss because you wanted the bridesmaid's dress to be ivory instead of purple? Also, Ro, did you really make your fiance cancel sleepovers because it made you uncomfortable? Ro's response, no, I have never made M cancel anything. I'm fine with her having sleepovers. Izzy wanted to do it at our apartment and kept begging M to have me sleep on the couch so I wouldn't ruin girls' night. For the record, M shut it down, not me. She's capable of making her own decisions. I trust her to set her boundaries. If I came off as uncomfortable, Izzy never mentioned it till now. Another comment, does M even still want Izzy there? Because Izzy is sounding more and more unhinged. How did she try to steal your B-Day present to Izzy? Rose's response, M still wants Izzy there. They've been friends for years. I won't make her kick her out, but I'm starting to reach the point where I want it. And no, she didn't steal it. She claimed she purchased the gift because I was too poor to afford it. It was a rather expensive purse M eyed once while shopping, but couldn't get it at the time, so I saved for it. Final comment by Ro, you're proving my point. I'm not going to argue over Reddit anymore for this, especially if you're going to talk about my parents like that when you know full well they aren't rich. Either message us in private or drop it altogether. If this is how you really feel, don't bother coming to the wedding. Holy shit. Okay, that was a lot. So am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? Was not just a loaded question. It was a loaded question. It was like a loaded baked potato of a question. It was intense. The way that she keeps talking about this is it was all fine until you came along. You can't take care of her the way that I can. Just go away and leave us alone. But M is marrying Ro. M made the decision to marry Ro, and that sounds like that Izzy here is just not handling that well. It is definitely not about the cake. Now, yeah, this has nothing to do with the cake whatsoever. Wow. Romantic feelings or not, the attachment that she had with her friend, she feels like is being ripped away from her. And she's blaming Ro for that because she refuses to acknowledge that M is growing up and moving on, right? And yes, that's going to come with a natural separation. They could still be best friends, but not every waking moment is going to be able to be spent with her. She's getting married. She's going to have a husband. She has chosen a life partner. That person is going to be in the picture. And what Izzy is going to have to come to realize is that she has to accept that if she wants to be a part of M's life still. If she can't accept it, and if she continues down the path that she's going down right now, she's going to lose her friend altogether. A lot of people struggle with this when they're younger and they have besties, but then people start growing up and getting married and having kids. The natural drift that happens there, that's a part of growing up. It takes real efforts to maintain relationships without seeing people as frequently, right? And a lot of people who need those other people, like need the presence of those other people in their lives in order to fill up their own cup. Those are the people who really struggle. And Izzy, I'm worried about here because she's placed what feels like the majority of the weight of her happiness on M, which is too much pressure. That's too much pressure to put on another person. Izzy has to get comfortable with herself and be happy without needing someone else in her life. She needs M. You know, I definitely don't think we can say NTA. I think that's safe. We can't say NTA. I don't know what we can say because it's so back and forth. There's obviously some big issues here and she doesn't know what to do with her feelings, so she's lashing out about it. I don't know that we can say ESH here either because I don't know that we can blame M and Ro. I don't know that we can blame Ro for coming here and defending himself. I don't know. This isn't, I don't know. It's an IDK. I'm going to have to come up with a new rating that's IDK.
So you originally, we looked up the original post and you originally said NTA.
For her?
Yes, because you said you thought there was more going on. And boy, was there more going on.
Yeah. Wasn't the first time I was wrong, won't be the last time.